Kay's tiny house. I am building my very own tiny house, which means I will be moving from a 1,600 square foot house to a 320 square foot house. I'm starting to downsize now just so it's not as huge of a shock when I do move into the tiny house. And for the kitchen, I have discovered that these are my top 15 must-haves for my tiny house kitchen. Here you can see a reflection of my dog Taco at the bottom of my fridge. And I just wanted to point that out because you will hear some pitter-patterings on the floor during this video, and that is her. Anytime I'm recording something, she thinks it's playtime. I mean, it kind of is playtime, so apologies if that's disruptive. Number 1 on my list is an 11-inch or 10-inch frying pan. It is ceramic, and I love that it has this edge, so it's great for fried rice and stir fry and pasta sauces. It's really great. It's non-stick. Basically, this is what I use maybe 75% of the time for when I cook, so definitely a must-have. Number 2 on my list is a smaller frying pan. I want to say this is 7 inches, and this is for when I just want to cook up some quick eggs or just something small, like just a little side of vegetables. And it's just the perfect size for a lot of the things I need, especially as someone who's in a household of 1, plus a dog. Now, 3, 4, and 5 are all different sized pots. And I debated whether I needed the 2 smaller sizes, but after paying more attention to what I actually did in the kitchen, yes, both sizes were necessary. So I have like a little saucepan pot. This is great for like 1 serving of oatmeal, sauces, maybe like warming up like a can of vegetables or something like that. Super, super handy. And I love that this lid can be used as a trivet. So this is a medium pan. This is great for ramen, making like mashed potatoes. I say mashed potatoes because I recently had to make them, and that's when I needed a bigger size pot than this. This is definitely something that is commonly used in my kitchen. Last but not least of the pots is just a larger pot for pasta. That's basically what this is used for. I could make soups. Usually I use a crock pot for those kinds of things, but mostly this is just boiling water for pasta. And I am a pasta girly through and through, so yeah, must have. Number 6 on the list is my toaster oven. This baby toasts my bagels, heats up frozen meats and veggies, and it can heat up pizza really nice. I really love this specific toaster because it does this steam action. So you pour water up here, and when you pour water in there, it steams and helps regulate the toasting process. And I find that it makes very delicious toast. I am half Japanese. I grew up in a household where a rice cooker was a must. This is actually a very new one for me. It's kind of a fancier one. I always buy the rice cooker that my mom has, and this one's perfect. It's for 3 cups, which isn't too big, which my old rice cooker was, and I'm very excited to use this multiple times a week. Next on my list is my single serve coffee maker. This thing I use every single day. I love that it's super skinny, low profile. It doesn't take up a lot of counter space. Definitely coming with me. For cooking, I definitely need a pair of tongs. I recently went home and I was like, oh, I'll cook for my parents, make them a little meal. And then kept looking in all the drawers. I was like, do you not have tongs? And my mom was like, what? And I was like, tongs. And she goes, no, I have chopsticks. So if you're a boss in the kitchen, you have chopsticks. I am not, so I have tongs. Very necessary. The other cooking utensil is a spoon. soups, sauces, what have you. Oh, so necessary. When cooking meat, I always use a meat thermometer because I am terrified of poisoning myself, especially when it comes to poultry and chicken. I use this guy, just got it off of Amazon, pretty affordable. I don't need a fancy schmancy one that can connect to my phone. I just need to know, is this piece of meat going to make me ill? There you go. Next on my list is my blender. I love this Ninja blender. It comes with 3 different size cups. So this is the smallest one, and here's the biggest one. The middle one I used to make a smoothie this morning, so that is why I am not showing it. But I love this top motorized blender because I am a short girl, and when you have like a normal size blender like this on top of the motor, it's too tall. It's too tall. So I really love this guy. Super convenient. I've been making smoothies almost every day now, so definitely will want to take this with me. I don't know why I didn't have this sooner in my life when I lived in my tiny apartment, but it is a collapsible strainer. It just folds in. It's so easy. And it's great for washing vegetables, when I'm making pasta. It is so perfect, and it's collapsible. It's everything I dreamed of from a strainer. Genius. So cutting boards. One is for when I'm cutting raw meats, and the other is for vegetables and other things. And you know, they're just plastic. They're not the best, but I just need to not dirty my countertops. So this is what I'm going with for now. Also on my list is a good chef's knife and a knife sharpener. I think I'm gonna count these as one thing because you cannot have a knife without having a sharpener. It's kind of like the lid to a pot. Like, they must coexist. I wish they were always sold together. A sharp knife is a safer knife. There are, you know, a paring knife and a serrated knife and all of those things, but I'm not like a huge chef. This chef's knife covers 99% of the things that I need it for. So this is great, and again, is low real estate for me, so definitely taking these with me. Here's a surprise extra, is this little waffle iron. This is not a must. I'm going to admit that this is not a must. I could live without this. However, look at how tiny and cute it is. It's dirty because I just made a cinnamon roll in it, but I love waffles, and this thing is so low profile, low real estate, and I use it a lot. It's surprisingly a decent little thing. So as I mentioned, I've made cinnamon rolls in this. I make waffles, of course, and I love like savory or sweet waffles. It's just a little handy dandy tool, especially for making stuff for one person. Well, there you have it. Those are my top 15 must-haves for my minimalist kitchen. Can't wait to go to my tiny house. I will be ready for cooking for myself in it. What are your essentials for the kitchen? Let me know in the comments. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel to follow along on my tiny house adventures and more minimalism tips. You can also check out this video where I share my top must-haves for the bedroom. Till next time, bye.